Hey everybody, this is Joe Lynn Turner. You're listening to Rockum Radio. Keep it rocked and keep it locked. Gino, ciao, how are you?
How are you, yo?
I'm good, man.
Nice to meet you. It's an honor to talk to
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
How are you, my friend?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Good. Stop Annie.
Well, where are you calling from?
I'm actually in a hotel, so if the Wi-Fi goes out, I'm just going to reconnect.
Oh, okay, got it. Well, let me tell you, your new album, Belly of the Beast, fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
What can you tell me about this record, Joe?
What can I tell you? I can tell you that it's a record that a style that I've been wanting to do for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people are surprised, but really, I was always kind of 1 foot in and out of this. If you look at some of my past solo albums, I have some pretty heavy songs, although the production is not there. It's still hard rock. But it's something I always wanted to do. Now, the subject matter, of course, came about with the situation in the world, personal, and so on, and the events that happened to me. So, of course, that's the subject matter. But when I met Peter Tägtgren, quite accidentally, really, we discussed maybe working together. So he sent me a track, he gave me a track, and that track is Don't Fear the Dark. That was the first one we did. And he liked it, so I went to his studio and we wrote 2 more, Black Sun, Tortured Soul, and we knew we had some kind of chemistry.
It's a surprise for me you chose Peter Tägtgren. Everybody knows him because he's singer of Hypocrisy, and he works in the extreme metal, death, black, and grindcore. This is powerful sounds, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
very.
Why did you choose him as a producer of this record?
Well, I think there always has to be a chemistry with people.
Oh yeah,
and
absolutely.
This is really, in my opinion, very important. If you're in a band, whatever your situation is, marriage, relationships, personal relationships, it's all about chemistry with people. And if the chemistry works and the magic, as I call it, is there, you don't play something like that. And Peter and I found we had a lot of common denominators, like what we were interested in outside of music, subject matter, and things like that. And then when the question came up of whether you can put an industrial metal together with a melodic hard rock, that was an interesting concept. And I think what we did was we stayed on that road. That every time we would go too metal, we come back. Every time we went too hard rock, melodic hard rock, we came back, and we made a melodic metal record.
Yes.
So we had the balance.
The balance. Exactly. Yes.
So we stay right there, you know what I mean? And I think Belly of the Beast proves that. And we put 1 foot in each world, and we came together, and the baby walked, so to speak, It took care of itself. So that was really interesting.
Absolutely.
A lot of, this marriage.
Yes.
It really is a marriage.
Yes.
Like
Yes, in my opinion, Belly of the Beast is a solid album with dark and heavy melodies, strong lyrics, and a profound message, And I think work with Peter and with your experience, you got the balance of this sound.
Yeah, I think that's the balance, and I think you can hear a significant 50-50, out of this. Because we stayed enough melodic, we really did, in order for my fans and past to enjoy it, but yet we stayed enough metal for new fans of the genre to really engage in modern melodic metal.
Exactly.
It's not hypocrisy. That's and it's right in the middle. And I think we fill the space that way. Something, that bridge that we created, it's a bridge between the two, so to speak. And I think we created something fresh and something that when you put it on, I don't know who sounds like that,
Yes, yes.
We sound like that.
Yes. For example, in Torture Soul, and the video clip represent, in my opinion, the album. That video clip.
Yeah.
I want to tell you honestly, in my opinion, is one of the best video clips this year that I saw.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
I really appreciate that because it's one of, I think, a signature song of the album. And everyone agreed, the record company, my family, my friends, and we chose Tortured Soul, and it's got every element, the depth, the meaning, the orchestration. It encompasses the whole album, Belly of the Beast, you've got there, it's a real kicker and all that, but Tortured Soul is like meat, the meat, of the album. And the video, my wife's very involved in that, Maya. She and her good friends who are videographers and photographers, they wanted to do something very artistic. The whole album for me, Gino, is really artistic, including the cover, which is a painting, an actual painting that a friend of mine did, which I'm honored that he gave it to me. It's a very large painting. It's actually a self-portrait. And I saw this painting over maybe a year before, and more. Yeah, and I said, this is Belly of the Beast. And he said, what? I said, this is the cover of my new album. And he's a struggling, young, edgy painter and tattoo artist. Very good. And he was shocked that it really came true because, sometimes people talk. But I promised him, I said, I'm telling you, this to me says everything. That whole look on that cover says, it just, for me, it gave the power and it gave the message behind it. And then, of course, the photographs inside the jacket, again, very artistically done. The video, Tortured Soul, very artistically done, and the music itself inside. Again, Peter and I think we did some artistic music there.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you.
I remember the first time I listened to you was here in Mastin.
Okay.
Yes, the best song of Mastin How Long, in my opinion, in all his career.
Yeah, very good song.
That song is beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes. Then you turn my life with Slave of Monsters. Yes. This song is fantastic. King of Dreams.
Yeah.
One of my top 3 of Deep Purple favorite songs. He was part.
Thank you.
It's true that you have to choose between Deep Purple, Bad Company, and Foreigner, and it's true.
Yeah, the phone calls all came at the same time. Sometimes it's a really crazy story, but it's true.
Wow.
I know. Wow. It's amazing.
Bad Company, Foreigner, and Deep Purple.
It was
hard decision.
Yeah, because it was like within that same month, all this happened with the audition for Foreigner, and then I had problems with the manager, because I really don't take bullshit from guys who like to push you around. And then Rick Wills, the original bass player, called me up and said, look, man, Lou's coming back anyway. And I said, oh, okay. And he said, but I got another one for you. Bad Company's looking for a singer. This is before Brian right now, who's a great singer, by the way. And I said, great, okay, I think I did perfectly. I used my bluesy side. And then I get a call from my old road manager, Rainbow. And he was, of course, road managing Deep Purple. It's all in the family, right? And they said, come up for an audition. So I did, and I got the job right there. So that was like unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Few people know the story. And it's amazing. It's amazing. All the core phones together. What a hard decision. Oh my God.
I tell you, it was a moment where I said, "Wow, everything was coming right like this."
And we're talking about now. It was in the final part of the 80s, in the beginning of the 90s. That's correct. But the good thing that you never stopped, because 10 years ago I saw you here in Avantasia in this record.
Right.
You sound great songs here. It's amazing.
Yeah, and I did some heavy vocal on that.
Wow.
You know, if you listen, it was more up, and you know.
Yeah. Yes. It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
I remember. Yeah.
Yes, but you should have handled your solo career in a good way, because here, this live album.
Yeah.
is
right. Germany.
Oh my God! This is a rainbow.
And that's live. That's not fixed. That's not fixed. That was live. We were a great band, this band. In fact, this is the band pretty much that Richie took when Doogie started to sing. It was my band. So, yeah, all of them. John O'Reilly on the drums, Greg Smith on bass, who plays with Ted Nugent, of course, Paul Morris on the keyboards. I mean, this was my band. This was the Joe Lynn Turner band.
Yes.
And they actually called me and said, "Look, you know, Richie wants us to do a record with him, blah, blah, blah." And I said, "Look, man, it's business. You guys are great. Go ahead, make money, do what you got to do."
Wow.
But that's the truth.
Wow. You see?
Yeah, but without me, of course, because guess who wanted to write the songs? One guess.
Oh, yeah.
So,
that's fantastic, because we're talking about 40 years ago, no, 45, 50 years ago. And if you can change anything right now in the music industry with all your experience, what would it be?
I would change the corporate mindset.
The corporate mindset?
Because meaning I'll explain myself.
Okay.
The corporations have taken over. These are guys, most of them, who have no real knowledge of music. They're lawyers, they're suits, you know, we call them the suits. And the corporate mindset is like everybody else. If this was a success, you have to sound like this. And you have to follow the algorithms now on what's a hit song. And it's just becoming, excuse my word, crap. Okay, it's crap. Because everything is like this. Where is the originality? Where is the people like it was? Look, I grew up in the 60s, 70s. When you heard a band, you knew exactly who that band was. You knew exactly who the singer was, who the guitar. You knew it was Cream. You knew it was Mountain. You knew it was Black Sabbath. You knew it was The Who. You knew it was, this was identifiable.
Yes, it's true.
Why? Because they're original.
Yes.
Because they express originality. But over the years, I really feel that we get to this point now where everybody's trying to sound the same. I call it cookie cutter. You know, when you make a cookie, you have
the same shape.
Like everybody, the shape, the taste, everything. No good, man. This is my advice to anybody starting out as well. You know, as far as the kids, the younger kids, I always tell them, search for your own originality. That I know. First, you imitate people. Always. That's how you learn. That's how I learn. Imitate this guy's voice. Imitate this guitar guy. Blah, blah, blah. But then, remember it, but forget it. And put yourself there. And this is what we're lacking. The originality. And a lot has to do with the corporate structure of the business. You asked me what I would change in the business. That's what I would change. The mindset of these corporations. Yes, because you got a lot of talented people out there, but their talent is hidden because they have to give a demo or whatever that sounds like the last hit. and it's restrictive. Then all the bands and solo artists even start thinking like this. We have to sound like this guy. We have to be like this guy. No, be yourself. Stand out.
Be yourself.
Take a chance. Take a chance. But will you get signed? Will you get the record deal? That's the problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Therefore, that's the problem.
You have too much limits.
They limit you.
They limit you, and that won't let you grow as an artist.
Right. Exactly. Be yourself. What is the artist? Who is this artist? Why do you buy an artist? Because you like what he's putting out from themselves. The sound, the emotion, the lyric, the music. This is because why? It's original. It's something that grabs you. But when everything sounds the same because a business is making sausage and they all taste the same.
Wow.
Who needs it, man?
It's a fantastic answer. With all of your work of these decades, you are creating something that I can call a legacy, Few people can do that, but most people live and die and nothing happened. It's sad but true. But in your case, in my opinion, it's different because it's obvious all your work. You create a legacy, and you are continuing creating the legacy. My question is, how would you like to be remembered by the future generation, Joe?
I don't know. Once I had a long think about this simply because I had a heart attack in 2018.
You know that.
And yeah, you know that. And it really changes your perspective on life. You don't take every day for granted anymore. You don't take love for granted, your family, whatever. You don't take it for granted. Your successes, your failures, whatever. Life is precious. Time is the only true value, not money, but time. You can't buy the time. I'm 71 years old. I'm lucky I'm alive. By the grace of God, I'm here, and I'm going to keep my promise, which I made. I said, if you keep me alive, I promise. That's what Dark Night of the Soul was about, that song. That I had a dark night of the soul. I had the revelation of, you're laying here, and the doctor said, I said, am I going to live or die? They said, we don't know. At that moment, you see your whole life, what you did wrong, what you did right, what you didn't do, what you didn't accomplish, all the bullshit, whatever it may be, good or bad. You start to really think, my friend, and you start to get down right in the dirt, and you start to say, man, I really, really appreciate life. I wake up every morning like this, Gino. I wake up and I say, I'm still breathing. I'm still here. I've got to do something. And I think this album, you can feel the energy, the emotion, the purpose, the message, especially in Dark Night of the Soul. I ask you, did you do it for love? Did you do it for gold? Were you like a fool? Were you bought and sold like a whore? Were you pimped out? I ask you, were you half a man? Were you whole? Were you what did you do? This is the Dark Night of the Soul. If you don't know that phrase, you can Google it. It's by St. John the Divine. St. John the Divine wrote this.
All right.
Yeah. St. John the Divine. Just Google Dark Night of the Soul. It's when you have a revelation, an epiphany,
wow.
And your life changes because you finally realize what's really important. Really important. Because you know for a fact, we take it for granted. We think every day, and people complain every day, oh, it's the same shit. You know what? You don't lie. Remember the words carpe diem. Seize the day. Seize the day. Every day, do something.
Do something.
Do something. You must drive yourself. You must be your own motivator. I'm 71 years old, and I've been waiting to do an album like this, and I motivated myself to dig in deep inside me, pour out my emotions, my thoughts, whether you like them or not. And then, when I did that, I said, I'm taking a chance because this is a controversial record. in many ways.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, my genre's changed, my look has changed, everything. Look, this is another reason for that dark night of the soul, to be myself, to come out and say, you know what, like it or not, here I am. And you know what I found? And my sister said this. She says, they love you more.
Exactly. You look fantastic. You look fantastic.
Yes. Thank you, man. And you know what? They love you more. And people do. And the love, support, and compassion I got from the people, I'm so humbled by it. And I mean this to you sincerely. Talking to you sincerely.
Wow.
I'm humbled by it. I'm really humbled by it. And I learned a big lesson again. What we were talking about before. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
No matter what they said.
That's a good way, a good word to remember. Be yourself.
Be yourself.
It's Joe Lynn Turner. Be yourself. Yeah. Joe, any North American dates on the way? Any shows in Canada?
No. I'm not getting off, you know. I'm putting out this album now. I'm concentrating on it. It's only been out a 2 weeks maybe. And I don't like to tour in the wintertime at all. It's too dangerous. Okay? For example, I saw too many accidents and things happen on the road. And I was in a few very close falls.
Yes.
I said, you know what? I got to let the people digest this album first. Because when I come out, I want to play this album, and I'm not going to be doing I Surrender. That's just not in the cards, man.
I hope to see you. I hope to see you Sunday in Canada in a live version. I never lose the faith.
Yeah, so
maybe one day.
So I'm hoping spring.
In the spring. In the spring. In summer weather.
Yeah.
It's warm here.
Well, of course, you know, we can start a little bit in the spring and then work our way, and the snow will be gone, and the summers are okay. And I'm hoping that I can get on some festivals, blah blah blah, all this stuff, because I think the record deserves it, and I think the band I'll put together deserves it.
Yes.
And we're going to come out and kick ass, man. This is ass-kicking stuff. So I'm really looking forward to it.
All right,
you know,
beautiful.
I will say just we'll pray that the world is in good shape.
Oh, yeah. Any last words in this interview, Joe?
Well, my last words again. First of all, thank you. I appreciate your time and your effort and all your kind words. But I'd just like to say to the fans out there, my fans and friends, to say, you people are unbelievable, really unbelievable. I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart, because without you, there's no me, honestly. I don't do this for me. I do this, sure, I'm involved, but I do this because my philosophy is God gives you a gift and you must give it away. You must give it away. And I give it away to the people.
Oh, beautiful.
And I'm thankful that they love it, and there's still support.
Yo, thank you very much for this amazing interview.
Cheers.
And it's an honor to talk to you. I feel grateful, and I want to wish you the best.
Thank you, sir. And you. Right back again.
See you
out there. See you out there, Gino.
See you out there. Have a great day.
Ciao.
Ciao. Cuídate.
Ciao.
The radio show that helps you relax and unwind after a busy day. Rockum Radio Show with Gino Alache. Hard rock and heavy metal. Every Tuesday from 8 to 10 p.m. on CFRC 101.9 FM, Kingston, Ontario, Canada. Stay heavy.